Hello, my dear students. In today's session, we will continue our study where we have left in our previous session. In our last session, we understood recap, that is, from the previous chapter, haloalkanes chapter, from the alcohol chapter, what all we studied. There, it was a property. Here, it is a preparation. Sometimes today's property will become preparation of some other chemical. Okay, so like that, so all these chemicals conversions are related. An alcohol conversion to aldehyde, that means it is a property of alcohol. When we are converting aldehyde to alcohol, it is the property of an aldehyde. So preparation of aldehyde, property of aldehyde, like that. So with this basic understanding, we will continue our today's session on the next part of aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. So today's topic of discussion is preparation of aldehydes and preparation of ketones. So first we study the preparation of aldehydes, few methods, then we will go to the preparation of what? Ketones. So first method, from acyl chloride, COCl, this group is called as what? Acyl chloride. Okay, whether this is COCl is attached to which compound, whether it is CH3COCl or C2H5COCl or C6H5COCl. So to which group it is attached, accordingly it is named. Okay, because this COCl is attached to benzene nucleus, therefore this is called benzoyl chloride. If this is COCl attaches to CH3, acetyl chloride, like that. Okay, all those compounds which are called which contains COCl, they are called acyl chloride or acid chloride. So acid chloride or acyl chloride, this is the derivative of carboxylic acid. From CH3COOH, COCl is made. So acid chlorides or acyl chlorides are formed from carboxylic acid. Okay, so here we have taken this is general formula for what? Acid chloride or acyl chloride or COCl. This are you take it as aliphatic or aromatic. Okay, right. Now, so benzoyl chloride in the presence of what? Palladium and the BaSO4. Palladium acts as catalyst and BaSO4 will make the palladium active throughout the reaction. This is called as the promoter. Okay, so we add here hydrogen. This is a reduction reaction. How hydrogen is added here? So one H will added here to C double bond O, and this Cl is taken by one more hydrogen, and HCl is the side product. In this way, benzoyl chloride converts into benzaldehyde. The same way, if you go for the aliphatic water, acyl chloride, CH3COCl, same CH3, for this you add one H, CH3C C double bond O H, that is called CHO aldehyde group, and this Cl with H goes HCl. So in this way we prepare aldehydes from the acyl chloride, and this is the research work of what? Rosenmund. That's why this reaction is called as Rosenmund reaction, because we are adding hydrogen here. So because of the classical meaning, it is called Rosenmund reduction. Now one more scientist reaction. Different scientists have worked in the field of organic chemistry or in chemistry in general. This is Stephen reaction. Stephen reaction is what? It is a conversion of nitrile to aldehydes. What are nitriles? Nitriles are the compounds which contain C triple bond N, cyanide group. C triple bond N is called as cyanide group by the common name. But according to IUPAC, C triple bond N is called as what? Nitrile. So methyl nitrile, phenyl nitrile, or common name methyl cyanide, phenyl cyanide. Okay, right. So from nitrile, how we get aldehyde? For this, we take this is the reagent for the Stephen reaction. So SnCl2 with the 2HCl becomes what? SnCl4, and liberation of what? 2 hydrogen. Make it 2 here. Okay. So now we will take the main reactant methyl cyanide or the methyl nitrite. Now add 2 hydrogen along with HCl, right? So one H adds here, other H adds here along with HCl. So CHNHCl, that is the product forms. Okay, that is called as the addition product. Completely 2H and HCl will add on the C triple bond N, so that it becomes addition product, which is highly reactive. It is like a salt, NaHCl. So that's why we convert. Directly we can't convert C triple bond N to CHO, very difficult. So what we do, we convert some groups to some other form where we can convert that group easily to what we require. So cyanide, first we convert into what? NaCH, This is unstable. This attachment is there. No? This is highly unstable. The moment you thoroughly boil this unstable or the intermediate or the addition product, automatically it converts into our desired product. So when we boil with water, it undergoes hydrolysis. So CH3CH1O. Okay, remaining comes out as ammonium chloride. So in this way, we introduce CHO group in place of what? C triple bond 1. That is called what? Stephen's conversion of nitrile to aldehyde. Same reaction is there here. C triple bond N. Okay, so 2HCl from the this one. So CH1 NH other H HCl addition product. So benzaldimine hydrochloride, thoroughly boiled. It is like a salt. Easily you can separate the NHCl as NH4Cl, and one O will add here, that becomes a aldehyde group. Okay, right. Stephen's reaction. Now this is a special reagent, special reducing reagent. Okay, reducing agent which supplies hydrogen. Okay, this is called dibal. What is dibal? Dibal is a short form. The full name is what? Diisobutyl aluminum hydride is called as dibal. CH3, CH, CH3, CH3 is called as what? Isobutane. So from this CH3, if you remove an hydrogen, that becomes isobutyl group. In the same way, this is also isobutyl group. There are two isobutyl groups, therefore it is called as diisobutyl. So these two diisobutyl are attached to which group? Aluminium. Valency of aluminum is 3. So one is with hydrogen. Okay. Other two are with what? 2 isobutyl what? Aluminum. Sorry, 2 isobutyl. Okay. So because 2 isobutyl groups are attached to the aluminum, this is named as diisobutyl aluminum hydride. In short, dibal. This is what? Bond line structure. This is the structural formula, bond line formula. Both are dibal only. Okay, right. Now nitriles are selectively reduced by dibal and gives aldehydes. One example: CH3 CH double bond CH CH2 CH2 C triple bond N. Okay, that becomes what? As usual, CH NH, same thing happens here, and that becomes what? CHO, and then goes what? As ammonia here, right? But here what? This is ester. Whether it is nitrile or ester, both are reduced to CHO using the special reagent dibal. From exam point, it is very important. How will you convert nitrile or ester to aldehydes using the dibal, or write the chemical equation using dibal? How will you reduce cyanide or the ester to the aldehyde, or how will you convert cyanide to aldehyde, ester to aldehyde? So like different way of asking questions. So this is what ester. Here C double bond O already there. Only thing is one H you have to add here. So CH3 CH2 9 times CHO is created here, aldehydic. This will go. So C2H5OH, that is alcohol will come out. This will, because this is a C2H5O, so with one H it comes out as alcohol. This is C triple bond N becomes CH double bond NH, and NH will come out as ammonia, and this is C double bond after going N double bond OH, that is CHO creates here. Okay, so cyanides are becoming the nitriles are becoming the aldehyde by the evolution of ammonia, whereas esters are becoming the aldehyde along with alcohol, depend upon this area which alcohol is formed, depend upon what is the attachment here. Okay, right. Now same reaction. Okay, but here one extra I have taken. So this is a methyl phenyl ester using diol. So it is benzaldehyde along with this group CH3OH alcohol, same reaction. Now aldehydes are also prepared from the hydrocarbon. This method is best for preparation of the aromatic aldehydes, and again this is the work of a famous scientist Itard. Therefore, this reaction is called as what? Itard reaction. So Itard reaction is what? Preparation of benzaldehyde using the toluene in the presence of what? Chromyl chloride CrO2 Cl2. Okay, right. So we'll take toluene, that is methyl benzene, hydrocarbon. Okay, which hydrocarbon? Aromatic hydrocarbon. Because it is aromatic hydrocarbon, we get a aromatic aldehyde. Okay, maybe he has taken that one, so it is his work. So retard reaction. Okay, right. So toluene in presence of CrO2 Cl2. Okay, please see this. This is a intermediate complex, highly unstable. What happens here? CH. Okay, this 2H and this CrO2 Cl2 will go inside. Actually, for this carbon, H is this side. For the same carbon, there are two groups, OCrOHCl2, one group here, similar groups, and H is on the above. So similar groups are attached to the same carbon. That becomes highly unstable. So when this becomes highly unstable, so already CH is there, so O adds up to this one. Okay, so that becomes the CHO. What is remaining here? Remaining is CrCl2 will come out, H2 will come out, and oxygen will come out. They are side products, not so important. Main product is what? Benzaldehyde. Okay, so chromyl chloride attaches to the toluene part of the what CH3 part of the toluene for the same carbon, two similar atoms, similar groups, which is called as the unstable condition, and that they convert into what? Aldehyde. This is what? Itard reaction. This only this one is called as itard. Now using chromic oxide CrO3, we can prepare benzaldehyde. How? Take toluene. So CrO3 in the presence of what? Acetic anhydride. Here also same thing. CHOCO3 two times. So one carbon atom is 4, one is here, this side H. So one is OCOCH3, other one same OCOCH3. Two similar groups are on the same carbon, again like this, unstable. Okay, what happens here? It becomes CH3COOH. That will come out. Acetic acid will come out. Remaining what? CHO will add. So benzaldehyde. So using chromic oxide along with the acetic anhydride, we get benzaldehyde with acetic acid is the side product here. Other chromium compounds, water, others are the side products. In this way, we can convert water, aromatic hydrocarbons into aromatic aldehyde using either chromyl chloride or chromic oxide. Now this is called side chain chlorination. This is only under what? You go for chlorination. So CH3 will become CHCl2. How you have converted CH4, Cl2 becomes CH3Cl, CH2Cl2, CHCl2, CHCl3 like that. Okay. So the side chain is chlorinated, and after the chlorination, thoroughly boiled, they undergo what? Hydrolysis, because most of the SCl type compounds, Cl type compounds, if you boil, no, so they undergo hydrolysis very easily. So thereby CHO will come. These 2H, this 2 Cl becomes 2HCl. So I have not shown here. So 2HCl is the side product. Main product is what? Benzaldehyde. Okay. So this is what? Using same toluene to benzaldehyde using the chromyl chloride. Itard. Toluene to benzaldehyde using the chromic oxide, and one more what? Acetic anhydride. Now using same toluene to benzaldehyde using chlorination method. So three ways of converting toluene to the benzaldehyde. Toluene is second aromatic hydrocarbon. First aromatic hydrocarbon is benzene. Next is toluene. Now one more scientist. Today we learnt many scientist reaction. Gatterman Koch reaction. Together these two scientists. Okay. Their work is what? To convert benzene to benzaldehyde. Okay, using the carbon monoxide and HCl in the presence of what? AlCl3 as catalyst, or you can say COCl. Better one is what? AlCl3. What happens here? First CO and HCl will react themselves. Okay. They become HCOCl. HCOCl is known as what? Formyl chloride. Okay, directly we can't create a aldehyde group on the benzene. So what happens here? We make some arrangements. So combination of these two will become what? HCOCl, known as formyl chloride. Formyl chloride is what? A highly unstable compound, but it contains CHO. Okay, so that from the formyl chloride, CHO is taken out easily. So instead of directly attaching CHO on the benzene, which is very difficult, we take two such a compounds where unstable compound is formed. That unstable compound should contain CHO group, and from that unstable CHO separates and fixes on the benzene ring, that is called as the benzaldehyde. So in this way we do some some arrangements. This is called internal arrangements or rearrangements, chemical arrangements. Ultimately we get a desired compound. So first step is COHCl react to give HCOCl. From that CHO comes and attacks on the CHOHCl comes out. Okay, this is what determine coach reaction to convert benzene to benzaldehyde. Now after understanding the preparation of aldehydes, now we'll go to the preparation of what? Ketones. Same acyl chloride, but here we use what? Dialkyl cadmium. Dialkyl cadmium is prepared. This is not available, so it is on the spot. It is prepared. So dialkyl cadmium is prepared from the Grignard reagent. So cadmium chloride with Grignard reagent becomes what? Dialkyl cadmium, and that dialkyl cadmium is required for this acyl chloride, so that we get a ketone. Here is example: acetyl chloride, acyl chloride. Okay, so diethyl cadmium. So 2CH3CO and this 2CH3CH2, they will attack here. Cl comes out. So cadmium chloride comes out, and the CH3CH2 attaches to this CO, and the CO between the two alkyl is called as what? Ketone. So because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, butanone. Propanone is the first member, butanone is the second member. So in this way we can prepare a ketone from the acyl chloride using the dialkyl cadmium, which is prepared on the spot. Now using the nitrile with help of what? Grignard reagent. Organomagnesium compounds are called as Grignard reagent. Okay, so CH3 CH2 C triple bond N ethyl nitrile with Grignard reagent. How it becomes here? CH3 CH2 C triple bond becomes C double bond. So C double bond N MgBr. N is negative, MgBr is positive part of this Grignard reagent. So MgBr will attack on the N because this bond will shift here, making negative. This is making positive. Okay, when this is a positive, takes the place of negative, being in water. After taking the positive, this is negative, no. So this negative will go and attacks on this carbon. Okay, therefore this becomes a CH3 CH2 as it is, and for this C this group, and for this N MgBr. So this is again highly unstable. Thoroughly boiled 2H2O. I have written H3O. Normally water is written in the form of H3O. Most safer hydrogen ion. So 2H2O. What happens here? CH3 CH2. This is as it is. Here this N MgBr will go out. So C double bond O. C double bond O will create, and MgBr OH will come out. Mg valency 2, you know. So Mg with 1 Br, Mg with 1 more OH, 2 valency are maintained. So Mg Br OH will go. N with the remaining hydrogen becomes ammonia. So CH3 CH2C, this will become C double bond O with water. Mg Br OH is another product. Ammonia is the another side product. So in this way, two carbon between the C double bond O is called as what? Ketone. Ethyl phenyl ketone, or 1-phenyl propanone, or propiophenone. Different names, common name and the IBC name. Now this is what? This is preparation of ketones from benzene or substituted benzenes. Okay, this is the general equation. Benzene. Okay, then this is what? Acyl chloride, COCl, either aliphatic or aromatic. Directly COCl, CO, this will come attached to the benzene. From this, when this group attached to this any one of the benzene ring, H will come out. That HCl becomes what? SCl. Okay, so this is called what? Preparation of ketone from the benzene or the benzene substitute or derivatives of the benzene. So one more example here, benzene in the presence of AlCO3 as catalyst, this is CH3, CH2, CO, Cl, propenyl chloride. COCl is common, acetyl, propenyl, butenyl, all those, okay. So then what happens here, this group attaches to the directly benzene nucleus, okay. So CO, CH3, CH2, CO, where this Cl will go, this Cl with this H becomes HCl. So this is what? Aromatic ketone, okay. So in this way we can prepare aromatic ketone by using the acetyl chlorides. So after understanding the preparation of aldehydes and the ketones, now in short we will discuss what physical properties of aldehydes and the ketones, right. Aldehydes and ketones have higher boiling points than hydrocarbons, definitely, because they are more polar than the hydrocarbon, right, because C double bond O is there. When O withdraws the electron or pi bond shifts towards the O becomes partial negative and C becomes partial positive. Poles are created. So because of the creation of the poles, aldehydes and ketones are polar compared to hydrocarbon. Okay, compared to hydrocarbon. That's why because of the creation of polarity, slightly they go for the weak association. So that weak association will give the slightly more boiling point, but have a lower boiling point than alcohols, because alcohols are different. Alcohols contain reactive group like OH. Okay, so they go for intensive hydrogen bonding. Okay, whereas in the case of what aldehydes, they don't have H here. H is there. See, in the alcohol, OH group is there. H is there along with O. That becomes reactive group. But here in the aldehyde, H is there along C double bond O. So this H will not play any role in making hydrogen bonding. That means aldehyde they will not undergo. So intermolecular hydrogen bonding in aldehyde is very difficult due to the hydrogen is there, but its role is not there in the hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding, when hydrogen bonding happens, electronegative atoms will go and make a bond with hydrogen, and that will continue. Okay, most electronegative like fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen. So in the case of aldehyde, CHO group is there. So H is there, but that H is not H like OH or COH, carboxylic. Okay, so therefore this H is different. So this will not participate in the intramolecular H bonding. Therefore, their boiling points are slightly lesser than the alcohol, because alcohol group is highly reactive group compared to CHO. Aldehydes and ketones have strong odors and are often used as flavoring or scents. So lower aldehydes, they are usually gases or liquids. They have slightly pungent. As you go, see higher aldehydes, they have a beautiful, pleasant fragrance. So that's why they will find application in making perfumes. Small aldehydes are reasonably soluble in water. Large aldehydes are less polar because of the larger hydrophobic nature of hydrocarbon. So they are less polar and less soluble in the water and dissolve more rapidly in the organic solvents. So these are normal property we see in most of the organic chemicals. Okay, right. So what we learnt today? We learnt preparation of aldehydes, preparation of ketones, and some physical properties. Please here, intermolecular H bonding is very difficult in aldehyde. Aldehyde to aldehyde is not, but aldehyde to water is there. See, aldehyde to water, CHO. This O is making bond with water, not H here. Okay. So in the same way, stone, it is O making the bond with the water, but not these two are alkyl that you leave it. Okay. But in the case of aldehyde, this H is very difficult. So here is the answer. Although the aldehydes and ketones are highly polar, they do not have any hydrogen atoms attached directly to oxygen. It is separate, and so they cannot hydrogen bond with each other. That means intermolecular H bonding is very difficult in the case of aldehyde. That's why they are having a lesser boiling point compared to the alcohols. And solubility is because of what? Because of the O is making bond with the water, not with the H. Okay. So I think a point is made clear. Let us wind up today's session. Okay, and keep thinking. Already I showed on a small picture in the previous slide where that is the California, one of the premier chemical chemistry institute in the world, especially that is known for what? Benzene and the benzene related or the benzene substituted products reactions are taking place. Research, PhD research work is going on. So that I have shown here. So things will go on. Today one reaction, tomorrow one more reaction. So every day we keep thinking, we conquer, we discover, we invent. So ultimately we go for the new ideas and new concepts. So till then keep thinking. Okay. So just smile and keep moving. Everything will be all right or fine. But remember, the one who have got scientific aptitude, attitude, quest for the knowledge. So for them, scientific research is one of the most exciting and rewarding of occupations. Very interesting. So those are really crazy for the science. They venture into the this field. So keep thinking and have a nice time. Thank you, my dear students.